WildManChris.
Hello. How are you
doing?
today? Tonight, should I say. It's nighttime where I'm at. 9:30.
I'm finally we get to do this interview. You know, we've had some.
I missed opportunities, but sometimes a good thing is worth waiting for. Maybe hyped it up some more.
Yes, sir. Well, we got 29 people out here, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Full exclusive interview with WildManChris. He is joining us live here on Unique Nightly. I appreciate you coming on, but I want to get straight into things. Let's have a little chat. Are you down for that? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, let's talk. First off, when's that new chair coming in?
I don't know. He said he was going to send it to me, but nothing's come knocking down my door net yet.
Yeah, chat. He will answer all your questions as well. I want to ask a couple of my own before we get to the chat.
Okay.
But you know, you're on this app trying to get partnered, and I think everybody on this platform knows that you're trying to get partnered at this point because you have been going out on a limb and doing anything you can to get partnered. Your latest stream, one of your latest streams, you were actually on a security car or a cop car.
It was a cop car.
I want to talk a little bit about that. How did that idea come to your head?
Well, I was riding my bicycle one night, and I was riding through this car lot, and I'm like, wait a minute, is that a cop car? Okay, let me. So I looked in the windows to make sure there was no on-duty cop. So, hey, it was like the cop car was begging, hey, this is your chance to make a this is your chance to do something flamboyant. Broadcast on me. I'm like, what the hell? And what's the worst that can happen if I got my debit card if I go to jail?
And it seems like on your tweets and on your you're perfectly fine with going to jail.
Well, no, I don't want to, but sometimes you got to take risks in life to get somewhere.
But do you think going about it that way is only hurting your chances of getting partnered by doing illegal things?
Not if you stay within certain boundaries. You know, if you go out, you know, setting fires and that thing, that's bad. I mean, some heavy dangler said, Chris, stop breaking windows. You know, that's not cool. So I stopped doing that.
Okay, but sitting on a cop car isn't legal. Like it's not legal. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a big thing though. Most problems that the cops don't know me in this town, they're like, WildManChris, get out of here. Get out of here. Now what will call me WildManChris, like, they come and Flip in my town, they're like, Flip, get out of here. If I see you back here, I'm gonna get you for trespassing. Let me tell you, can I tell you a story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Back in 1998, are you aware of those state trooper stations where they have behind driver's DMV offices, the driver's license building, they have an area for the state troopers to come wash the car, get gas?
Okay,
we have one of those in Kinston. Well, see, I had brought a green teardrop light and two green lights, wig rag, and put in the back of my car. And it was technically it was not illegal because it was not blue or not red. But I would go to the station and wash my car. And one time I was parked behind a state trooper washing his car. He left the gas pump on for me and everything. And finally, I stayed there too long. One of the state troopers said, "What are you doing? This ain't no car wash. I want to see your license." And they're like, one of the state troopers said, you know, those lights are illegal. I'm like, not if they're not blue or red. And they had to finally concede what I was doing was not illegal. But they told me, hey, if you try to pull somebody over with those lights, that is illegal.
Well, that's quite a story. But this is one thing that's really bothered me, right? I mean, obviously you're trying to get partnered, and my fans and my fans have come to me with this. Your Twitter account is really bad, language-wise.
I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Okay, but with applying for a partnership, you now is going to look at your social media and be like, is this the type of person that we want to represent us on this app? If they took a look at your Twitter profile, would you want to partner yourself with that Twitter account?
No.
Okay, well, don't you think that could be hurting you? You know, saying that you're going to become a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you don't you like think that the things that you tweet probably aren't appropriate?
Yeah, I agree with you.
And you come out with a YouTube video yesterday about DJ and saying that you're coming after him and you're turning a rising star into a shooting star. What are you thinking? Like, what goes through your mind?
Okay, you want to tell the story behind me?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, I know the story, but you can say it for the
Okay, I was doing a broadcast, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. My fans were there, and he come during a broadcast. I was singing "Baby Punch My Face." He commented, "This is the worst song ever. This song is never gonna make it. You're never gonna get the record there. You're way too old." And stuff like that. And I thought this was the first time he saw me. I thought he was a troll. Actually, I didn't think he was a real DJ. I didn't know from Adam. He didn't know me, and so I said some things to him I shouldn't have said, in the heat of anger, because when somebody called me old, it triggers something in me. It triggers something in me that I can't find the words to describe the rage I feel when people start picking at me for being old.
There's a comment that's been flying around that supposedly came from you. Did you tell him that you wanted him to get cancer and die? Is that true?
I said something on my Twitter, but I didn't mean it. But when I get, like I said, when I get angry, I gotta release the anger. I gotta get it out, or else it's gonna hurt me.
Okay, but again, do you not think that's going to hurt you when you now looks at your account and is like, okay, well, this is all the stuff that this guy has said. Look at his Twitter account. He's cussing people out. You kind of got, I don't know, hostile with one of my viewers today on Twitter. Kind of got into it with her about it. I think you got to think before you tweet is what I'm trying to say, because I like you. I think that you're kind of a spontaneous guy and you're not afraid to live life on the edge, but you got to censor yourself, man.
No, don't be like Donald Trump with the treats.
I'm just saying that you can't tell people to get cancer and die. Like, that's not the right thing to do. You know that.
Yes.
And also, any partner on this app can tell you, Just Ryan told you the other day, you're not going to make $100,000 on this app a year. I mean, this app probably isn't going to change your life whether you get partnered or not. Just being honest with you.
Okay. But Loki, I was telling Loki, he said compared to what I make now, once I get partnered, put a smile on my face. But he told me that, so I don't know who to believe, what to think.
Yeah, you're going to have a smile on your face because you're like, okay, I finally achieved this, but I have made bets with you now, or saying that you're not going to get partnered because of the way your Twitter profile is, and because of the way people are coming at you now, and the way you're going back at them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to clean up, man. You have to clean yourself up. Some of the things that you're saying and some of the things you're doing on stream, especially if they're not legal, that's only going to hurt you, because you now is going to look at that and they're going to be like, okay, why should we partner him if he's going to do illegal things? Yes. And I think you're looking at it from a view of, okay, if I go out and do these things, you now is going to look at me and think, okay, I really want this and I really want to get partnered, and then you think that they're just going to partner you. I don't know if that's the way you are looking at it. That's the way I think you are.
Oh, the way I was looking at it, I was trying to get viewers so I can get the 7,500 fans to get my next badge. But 250 people in my room at the same time. That was a weird man. Before he was given his next badge, he had to get I'll go from his ace to pro, something like that. Ace badge to pro badge, something like that. Which is what I got.
You need to be yourself. Don't go crazy. Don't do these cop car broadcasts. Just be yourself. I mean, you said that you're a rapper and a rocker, right? I mean, that's what you love to do, right?
Yeah.
Then do that. Make that your content.
I do that. I do that sometimes, but whenever I stroke out the words, that frustrates me, and I think, oh no, I'm boring the people when I can't do the song right, so I had to go do something else.
Jenna said, so let's do a bunch of offensive, illegal, and ridiculous things to get partnered. Bad approach. Yeah, it's a terrible approach, Chris, and I think you know that. I think deep down you know that it's not the right thing to do. I think he does not understand how hard it is to get partnered. They make it hard, so it's just not given out. Logan, that's the same thing with my stream. Look at me. I'm at 5,200 fans. You now didn't partner me. I'm still not partnered. I'm still working for it. I'm in the same boat as Chris is, when it comes to you now not partnering us. But I'm still working at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
My thing is go about it the right way, and you got to clean that Twitter account up. If I were you, I would go through that whole Twitter account and delete all of those nasty tweets that you've sent out about wanting to become a drug dealer and a shoplifter and.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I do that right after this.
I mean, I'm not roasting you. I'm just being honest with you, Chris. I'm just being honest with you. I'm trying to help you out. Dustyn, you don't do bad illegal things. No, I don't. Yeah. I mean, you need to be yourself on stream. And if somebody doesn't like it, if someone doesn't like you, block them. There's no need to start beef with them. If someone doesn't like me and comes into my stream and says things, I hit the block button and I'm done with it.
Okay.
This beef with DJ and you threatening to get him banned off you now, that's not helping your reputation. And you've seen that. You've seen that when you went into Low-Key stream. You've seen that when you went into Just Ryan stream. People are not a big fan of you right now because of this. And I think you know that. But you do have a good core system of fans that do truly support you and want you to succeed on this app. And I want you to succeed on this app. And I think Just Ryan and Loki do too. But they're getting sick and tired of you attacking people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
At this time, I want to open up the floor to the chat if they got any questions for WildManChris. I want to let you speak for a little bit. Do you have anything on your mind that you just want to get off your chest, or anything you want to ask me, or anything? Go ahead. Let me
think for a second, because right now my mind is. Let me open my mind up so I can think of basically. I say that I got self-esteem issues. And that's no excuse for what I do, but when I know that, but when I get so mad, when I get so wound up, it's like I know it, but I can't stop. I want to be validated. I want to be part of the crowd that I don't want to be laughed at. I want to be laughed with. Like there's a streamer who I was on. I guested with him, and he called me a crackhead because my shirt was too short. And there was a better way. There was a better way he could have done that. He said he could. I wish he'd have. If I had been, the way I'm seeing it, if he had considered me an eagle, he would have said, "Hey, Chris, don't dress like a crackhead. I know you better. You're better than that. So don't dress like a crackhead. You can do better than that." Instead, he's like, "Are you a crackhead? Why do you shop at the Baby Gap?" And like, I know I'm not. I'll sing my song for him. He's like, "I know, but you get worse every time."
I think we're talking about Badass Joey here, correct?
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
That's how Badass Joey is, man. And I wasn't in the stream, but my guess would be he was just joking around with you.
But does he do the same thing to people like King? Would he do the same thing? Just do the same thing to someone like King Sully or Brady Cupcakes? Would he joke like? Would he call them the crackhead, or would he be more discreet? Discreet with laugh with and not laugh at him.
I think you try comparing yourself to other people too much. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
well, the reason I do that because I'm trying to see if people see me as one of the cool kids or one of the jokes. That's why.
Why does it matter? Why does it matter who you are?
All the cool kids.
You want to be part of all the cool kids?
I want to be one of the. I want to be on this par with people who are considered cool on here. I don't want to be considered one of the people who are, he's a good podcaster, but he look doofy like that. I don't want to be one of those people.
Jenna said, my advice would be don't immediately go to the internet if you're offended or upset. Social media is not a place where people should be going, or where people are going to be sensitive. Yeah, exactly. I think... If you got a problem with somebody, and my advice to you, and I don't know if he'll accept it, I don't think he's going to with how mad he is at you, I would issue an apology to DJ. Even if you think you're in the right, because you got to start clearing your name, Chris. You have to. You've got to start clearing your name because you are not in a good spot on this app right now, and YouNow is seeing it because everybody is talking about you. But I want to go back to your cool kid statement. You said you want to be part of the cool kids on the side.
Because if I am, that would prove that I'm wrong. I think that I'm too old, too unhot. Cause look at all the cool kids; they all look good. King Sullivan, Brady Cupcakes, Mama Liz, but me, they just don't bring me into the. I've been promised I had to bring OG on my birthday. He promised me to get a big donation to my GoFundMe for stem cells and put his my GoFundMe on his Twitter page. He did neither of the things. I never got a penny from him, and he never put my. If he lied to me about that, how do I know he's not? Like he says I'm a good rapper.
Dude, no such things about looks or any of that. YouNow is about your content, Chris. It's all about your content. I don't want to be part of the cool kids. Why would I want to be part of the cool kids on YouNow? I'm myself. Dude, be yourself, Chris. I don't want to be a part of them, and I'm not a part of them. Like that, I'm myself. I don't want to be compared to anybody else.
But I would say this: you are not one of the the jokers, the jesters. You're somebody people take seriously. People don't laugh at you. People don't, and you look good to the girls. I'd say that.
Wait. You're saying what?
The girls think you look good. I look at you and tell that.
You think the girls think I look good? Are we being honest here? Because I don't think so. I don't think so, Chris.
Better than me.
People watch me because of my nightly show, and they think I bring good content. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people in this stream are here because of Unique Nightly and because of how my show is run and the content that I bring to the table. They don't come into my stream because I'm good looking, Chris. I don't come in or come on my live show with my shirt off and my six pack hanging out. You know, that's not me. Look at me. I'm in a button down shirt right now. I'm dressed up. You know, for YouNow stream. Can I also point out that none of the people mentioned, Brady, Sully, etc., are not in fact kids. Exactly. And like let's talk about Mama Liz. She's got children. She's not a 20-year-old. I want to have your children, Dustyn. Oh, thank you.
She looks good.
Hey, Jen, I know Jen and I are getting married and everything, but
wow, congratulations.
No, we're not actually getting married. I mean, I'd like to get married, but she's not ready yet. So no, kids don't care what you look like, Chris. You just be yourself, man. Like, don't.
But why did Just Ryan? He on one breath he was telling Chris, looks don't make you, you know. But when he was guessing his cousin, and he was like, hey, if you come, you'll be like Logan Evans. You'll get part in less than 1 minute because you're cute. Look at all these girls calling you cute. And in one breath he tells what it's like. It's like when they're talking to me, they tell me one thing, but when they're talking to people who know the real deal, they tell them something else. So I feel like I wonder if am I being lied to, or what's going on? Do I think I'm dumb enough to fall for lies, or what's going on? I think I'm dumb.
No offense to Loki or Just Ryan, but they're not the best looking people on this app. You know what I'm saying? Look at Loki. He looks like Jesus. Nothing. I love Loki, and I love what he's all about. But the dude looks like Jesus. You know, he's not one of those cool kids that's got the side of his head shaved and you know, he's not a Nick what's his name? Nick Horton. He's not Nick Horton or let's throw another name out there. Who's the pretty boys on this app? Name a couple pretty boys. He's not that.
Logan Evans, let's see.
Yeah, okay. He's not what those guys aren't one of those people. And they're partnered, and they have the best shows on YouNow. The Just Ryan show in the morning and Loki's Summit those are arguably the two best shows on YouNow. Am I wrong?
No.
And are they the most
Brad Cupcakes and Poet and maybe King Sullivan haven't both them beat, but you know.
I would disagree with you with Sullivan, especially Sully. Brady Cupcakes, she's what's up? This is my sister, y'all.
Hi.
Hey.
Anyways, The one person I'll give you is Bratty, and she is very popular because she's not afraid to speak her mind. She's hilarious, she's funny, and she's built up a fan base. And you have to respect her for it. But Sullivan's streams aren't better than Loki's and Just Ryan's. Yeah, you can look like a foot. I mean, look at Dancing Mario. He looks like a foot, and he's partnered. I'm just kidding. You don't look like a foot. Look at Skippy the Clown. I mean, he dressed up in a clown mask, Chris. Do you think you're uglier than a clown?
No.
Exactly. This is what I'm trying to get at. You don't have to be good looking to be a partner on this app, but you do have to make the right decisions. You have to go about it the right way. And you're not going about it the right way. You're going a totally different way. You're not being yourself. You going out and jumping on police cars and tweeting that you're going to become a drug dealer and you're going to shoplift places and attacking other people on Twitter and making YouTube videos, that's not the right way. Yeah, look at Winky the Twinkie or whatever his name is, Twinkie the Winky, whatever you call him. Look at Just Bob. Just Bob's a lizard. Just Bob's a lizard, Chris. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got a lot. Just Bob's a lizard. Okay, I'm back.
Urson's a dinosaur. Look at Iron Mouse. She's successful on here. She's an animated character. You just got to be yourself. Sully has 10 times better content than Just Ryan. Just saying. I mean, I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you. Mainly because Sully has me blocked, but whatever.
Yeah, he blocked me. Me and him crossed the beef, and when him and Brady were together, I came to the broadcast center and said, "Hey, WildManChris," and Brady like, "Nope, get out," and Brady blocked me for him. And after that, I tried to go on connection and asked why he blocked me, and she's like, because of that stuff he said. I thought we had crossed the beef, and he's bringing that back up when Brady was the one who blocked me on his broadcast when they were together.
Yeah. Brady and I were talking in the comments, and he blocked me. So I don't have a problem with Sully. He's obviously got a problem with me.
Said to me when I came in her broadcast on the chat, and somebody back then I was always asking rap people. Somebody said he's a 44-year-old rapper, and Brady said, "Oh, you're a 44-year-old rapper. I'm sorry that didn't work out for you." That's the first thing she said to me.
Anyways, guys, again, I do want to open it up to the comment section as well. You guys can shoot off some questions. Anything that you got for WildManChris, shoot them off. I'll read them to him. He can respond. But let's just talk about your stream a little bit. What's the type of streamer you want to be? Like, if you could have the perfect WildManChris stream, what would it look like?
I was singing rap like I used to be before my stroke, and because now when I used to get on to sing the rap, I had the full self-confidence. Now when I sing a song, I don't sing as much as I want to because I'm so worried. Am I going to stroke out a word? Am I going to sound retarded? I miss that self-confidence I used to have, and I've been trying to get this. And I don't care what they say about stem cells. My cousin's wife had MS, and she got stem cells in Mexico. She's doing a lot better. I know I'll never be where I used to be, but I want to be better than where I am now. That's for sure. Because right now, I'm damaged goods.
So does being blocked have you triggered? Oh, that's a question, Chris. Are you triggered by solely having you blocked?
Well, for no good reason. I'm not happy. You know, I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. You know, I crossed the beef with him. I'm keeping up my end of the bargain. I'm just trying to figure out why he's unforgiving me when he had forgiven me for what I said. When he blocked me, it was Brady took his mouse and blocked me for him. When he didn't, I don't know if he knew it, but I thought me and him were fine because he even came to the broadcast guest with me and said, "Chris, just chill out. Who knows? Brady Cupcakes may he'll get partnered one day." Oh, that's another thing. Oh, never mind.
Okay, Chris. I actually want to read off Jenna's. Jenna is actually. She hit it right on the nose. You have to work with the hand you're dealt. You can't keep on with this if I was this or that attitude. You work with what you have. I totally agree with her.
Here's what I said. when there's remedies out there, if he got the flu, why should we have to work with it when there's medicines out there that can alleviate the flu? There's all I need to get is the stem cells, and I can get myself a better hand. It's not like I'm incurable disease. That's not one thing, but there is. All I'm asking is to try with the stem cells with a good faith effort to try. If it doesn't work, then I'll accept it. But as long as there's hope, I'm not going to settle for anything less than this. Anything less. Because I just can't. I miss where I used to be, and I know I can get it back. At least I want to try. That's all I ask Dr. Oz. Just try, Dr. Oz. There's hope that will work. Just freaking try, Dr. Oz. Just try. I've been trying to get on Dr. Oz to get the stem cells, but all I get in my face is doors. All I'll be seeing is doors slamming shut in my face, and after a while, and that starts to build up.
Okay, but right now, you have to look at it this way. Right now, you have the 2 cards. Let's say we're playing Texas Hold'em. You have 2 cards, and you have to play with these 2 cards. There's no changing it right now. In the moment, you have these 2 cards. You need to work with these 2 cards. Okay, and you're not working with them the right way right now. And I think that we've both kind of come to the agreement that what you're doing is not acceptable.
Let me answer. Can I answer these 2 chats?
Yeah, go ahead. Steph has asked a couple questions.
Being here is gonna give me stem cells. Well, it's gonna get me closer to getting the stem cells, Jenna. It's gonna make me feel getting faster than if I wasn't. Plus, it's gonna give me the self-esteem. It's gonna tell me, Chris, you are legitimate. You've gotten partner. That proves you're legitimate. So you can quit feeling like you're a loser, and that's fine. You wanna try, but don't expect others to pay you. But here's what I'll tell you about that. Okay. I put out my GoFundMe, and when people tell me they're gonna help me and don't, what am I supposed to think? But I'm asking for a helping hand. Then I see someone like Logan the Evans, if he needed the stem cells, if he had it, so I just can see the money pouring in because he's so hot, and me, people don't want to invest in time and money in somebody if they're not going to get something back. And what are they going to get by YouTube? But if Logan the Evans had a stroke, they're going to get a lot back if they get him his ability back because he's so young and good looking.
No, that's not the case. I'm going to tell you right now why you're not getting the money. It's because of your actions. I wouldn't want to donate you the money right now. With the way you're acting, I honestly would not want to donate you the money. If I had the money, I would not want to donate it to you because of the way that you're acting right now.
But why have 2 or 3 big partners that said I'll give it to you, GoFundMe, and they turn around and never did? Why on my birthday broadcast?
How long ago was your birthday broadcast?
October 21st.
Okay.
Now Brady Cupcake did give me $5, and she encouraged her whole stream she said on stream, okay, if y'all got likes from me, don't give me the likes. Give it to Chris's GoFundMe account. You know how people gave when Brady Cupcakes told me? Not a one of them. Because that tells me people think I'm not worth it. And that made me feel unloved. And after a while, when people don't love you, you start to, resent it. When nobody loves you.
Now, I think you can tell by your streams that what'd you say?
My fans love me. I love my fans. I'm not talking about y'all, my fans. I'm talking about not one of Brady Cupcakes told her fans in my broadcast. Oh, this is WildManChris. If y'all got any gold bars for me, don't give them to me. Give them to my WildManChris's GoFundMe account. And you know how many of her fans love me enough to give? Not a one of them. Not one.
Because they're not your fans, Chris. Chris, they're not your fans. They're Brady's fans.
But if Logan D. Evans, she had said that about Logan D. Evans, the girls would be turning over, the feet that give him money because you're so good looking. That's what I'm saying.
That's not the case. That's not true at all. I do not believe that at all. I do not believe that at all. I think that you're just making excuses. Like I said before, just Ryan and Loki aren't your F-boys, Chris. They earned what they got. They have people who love them for their content. I bet if you made great content and did things legally and did things the right way, Chris, I bet you would have got that money. I bet people would have been donating to you. Let me share a little story with you. Let me share a little story with you.
And back then, when I was doing good content, but still, nobody gave when I was doing good content.
But you weren't known either. I know it sounds bad, but you also weren't as known as you are now.
But why did Dap Rapper promise me a donation and not give anything? Why
I don't know. That's horrible. If he did that, that's honestly horrible, and I feel sorry for you. Because people who say they're going to donate and then don't are terrible people. I'm sorry. But if you make a promise to do something like that and you don't do it, it's horrible. But there's nothing you can do about it. So you got to move on. You can't trust people. Not everybody's going to be 100% honest to you. I'm going to share a little story with you, Chris. And
everybody admires him, so everybody else can't be wrong, that he's a good person. Just because he doesn't give it to me doesn't make him a bad person, because who am I? I don't matter. That's right. That's what I'm saying, and that's the way everybody else is going to see it.
Let me tell you a little story, and not a lot of people know this about me. I actually have epilepsy.
Have what?
I have epilepsy. I used to have epileptic seizures. I don't have them anymore. I did. I was dealt a bad hand. My parents were told when I was born I was probably never going to live a normal life, and I was probably never going to be able to speak. It never stopped me from trying. I kept trying to speak. I kept trying. It took me till I was 5, almost 6 years old before I could speak my first words. And still, I was told I was never going to live a normal life. They're like, you're never going to live a normal life because you have epilepsy, and because you're having seizures. And I kept trying and I kept trying. And then all of a sudden, I could speak more. I started putting sentences together. I worked at it. I kept working at it. I didn't give up. I didn't take the easy way and just give up and be like, well, I'm never going to live a normal life. Like, this is how my life is going to be. I played with the hands that I had, and I used them to the best of my ability in the right way. And you know what happened? You know what just happened to me? I went to Louisville, Kentucky, competed in a national broadcasting competition where I have to speak. And you know what happened? I won the national championship. I won the national championship as the best broadcaster in Louisville, Kentucky, in the whole country. From being told that I was never going to live a normal life to being told I was never going to speak, I didn't let that stop me. I played with the hands I was dealt. And now I'm here. I'm sitting in front of a camera talking to you guys. Like, nobody would have thought that. No doctor had faith that I was going to ever be able to speak clearly. And here I am. I worked with the hand that I was dealt, and I did it in the right way, and I kept trying, and I never gave up. Because I could have easily just gave up and been like, I'm never going to speak. Like, this is how it's going to be. I know you got a shitty hand, man. I know you did, and that sucks. It really does.
And a better hand just beyond my reach. I know this is gonna fall in that. But here's what I'm saying: if I won the lottery tomorrow, I could get the stem cells, and I know I'd come back, and you'd be like, "Wow, he's a lot better." But can I answer somebody's comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dustyn said, "Don't expect others to do it for you, but when they tell me that they're gonna help me, and what should I do? Oh, I should. He told me he was gonna donate. Should I not expect him to when he gave me word? Man is only his word." They used to say back in the days.
I'm gonna ask you a question on top of your question. Let's say this isn't as serious of an example, but it's an example nonetheless. You now told Loki that they would promote his stream when Petermon came on. They said, we're going to tweet it out. We're going to send a push notification. Everybody's going to know about it. Everybody's going to know about it. And guess what happened? They didn't do it. And honestly, they made Loki look like a fool for it because he had promised Peter that this was going to be a big stream that's going to be an awesome interview. And it didn't happen. But you know what?
See, he's not friends with him, but that rapper, he was my friend. He even said on a broadcast, I inspired him. So if he lied to me about the donation, how do I know he's not lying about me inspiring him before?
I don't know on that.
He knew me. Loki did not know those guys who,
Yeah, he does. He just had a conversation with him about how to make you now better. He just had that conversation. He's one of the most known partners on this app. He knows the people behind it. And they lied to him. They lied to him, Chris. And you know what? He did what he could with the hand he was dealt. Yeah, they lied to him, but he kept going. You know what? He didn't let it bother him. He kept going with the interview. He didn't cancel the interview. Why can't you work to get money instead of just getting donations? That's a good question, Jenna.
Let me answer that question. It's not as easy as you think. Number one, if I work, my Medicare. If I lose my Medicare, let me show you some medicine. You see this medicine right here? Right here, $800 for 3 months. Medicare pays for it, but if I work, if I bust my butt, everything I'm making is going to be spent on just medication. I cannot find a doctor who will tell me, Chris, you're on too many medications. Let me help you out. I'm on 7 medications, and if I had to pay from out of pocket, I'd have to work 3 jobs to be able to afford them all. I'd be suffering burnout. Trust me, if I could work a job under the table, I'd gladly do it. Waiting to do something. Anything.
Well, you've talked about becoming a drug dealer and shoplifting, so.
When I get, somebody was talking about my age when they said, well, have you ever got so mad you feel it rises up in you and like a mania? You just gotta say something, because if you don't, you don't know what it's gonna eat you up inside.
Hey, give you one guess. Nice to see you too. It's nice to see you. I seen you in Skippy's stream a little bit ago.
And then again, there was this one other broadcast, and I'm not gonna mention the name because me and her are friends. You know, we quash the beef. It's not worth losing a friendship with her over this, but I guess this person back in February of 2017, and she saw my GoFundMe account. I rapped for her, and she apparently enjoyed the guessing. I was back then. I used Wi-Fi, so people were asking if I was homeless. And she said she'd make a donation. Never did. One of my fans said they went onto the stream and asked her about it, and said this person said, I ain't getting money to that crackhead. Talking about me because I was homeless. Do I have the look of a crackhead?
What?
Do I look like a crackhead?
No, you don't look like a crackhead.
Or a homeless person?
You don't look like a homeless person. I don't know how you stereotype that, but no, you don't. Not to me, you don't.
Okay, or fat and ugly.
You're not fat.
Good God.
Why are you...
Not ugly either, right?
No, you're not ugly. Why are you putting yourself down like that?
When I was growing up, the girl I used to see my cousin Casey. All the girls, are trying to rape him. But when I would come on the scene, they'd be like, when we had that happen to you for 20 years, it changes you. Have girls.
That's your cousin. What the? Can we go back? What was this whole rape thing you just said?
No, girls were saying, I want to rape that guy. He was so good looking. But when I came around, they're like, and I'd walk right out, hear them pointing laughing at me. But him, they were so enamored with his looks, they wanted. One girl said, if he doesn't stop flirting with me, I'm a rape. She was just playing, of course.
Okay, do you not think that they were playing when they said that you looked ugly, maybe?
No. There's a laugh when they think you're not seeing. They're laughing at you. And when it happens, that's what you gotta look for. Consistency. He was consistently admired by the girls. I was consistently laughed at and ignored. So what am I supposed to think?
I want to talk a little bit more about some of the people that you have some drama with right now, Chris.
Okay, let's do this.
What's up with Canadian Dreams? What has she ever done to you?
Oh, no, okay. Here's the story, because she came to our broadcast one time for a few minutes, didn't chat. And let me say this first. Nobody owes me any likes, so don't think I'm expecting people to give me likes. So I don't want to see anybody say I'm expecting people to give me likes, because I'm not. that people give likes because they love you. If they don't love you, they don't give you likes. But anyways, she came in our broadcast, but she was supporting everybody else. She was going to the broadcast, giving big likes because she loved them. She thought they were cool, but with me, she did nothing. And she came into my stream, but then I went into her stream to watch her, and I saw King Sully, so I figured, hey, I may as well ask why he blocked me to try, not to start anything, but I thought I was starting something, so I apologized to her. She said it was all good, but evidently she didn't forgive me because she never came into our broadcast, never, chatted, never, anything like that.
Chris,
I feel like but I used to put back at the pizza, the girl who paid attention to every other guy but me, she flirted with every guy who worked the pizza except for me. That's what I feel like with Canadian Dream.
I can tell you something. Canadian Dream doesn't support me. She's never come to my broadcast and dropped on me. Jenna said it last night too. She's never come into Jenna's broadcast and dropped on her. And we're not sitting here and complaining and bitching and moaning that she didn't come into the stream and drop on us. People can support who they want, and sometimes that's not you.
I know, but what it says to me is I'm not one of the cool kids.
Okay, well then Jenna and I are right there with you. I guess we're not cool kids either because she doesn't support us. But I'm not.
If you're in my company, I feel a little better. If you and Jenna are in my company, I feel a little better. I think y'all are cool.
I'm just saying that she's never come into my stream and dropped on me, but I like her. I think she's cool. But she doesn't have to come in here and drop on me. That's her money. It's her time.
I was saying that, but when people don't, it comes out of the heart of love. If people don't, that means they don't love you. So, that's
okay. Chris, I think one thing that you need to one thing you need to understand is not everybody is going to love you. Not everybody's going to love you. And that's something that's life. I'm seriously just concerned for your mental health. I don't believe you're strong enough to be on social media. I mean, right now, I don't know if you are, Chris, because you're taking a lot of this to heart, man. And your Twitter says it all. I'm not going to say you have serious issues. I don't think you do. But have you tried talking to Tricky on here? I think she's like a mental health advocate. Have you tried talking to her about anything?
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that about her.
I do believe Tricky is a mental health advocate on this app. I'm not 100% sure. Can anybody confirm that for me? I know. Yeah. What you said to Karina today was not respectful on Twitter. And I kind of took offense to that too because she's a fan of mine or she's a supporter.
Was this the person? Was this the person call himself Emmy?
Who?
Emmy.
Emmy.
That's the person I replied to. A person called himself Emmy. She had 4 followers following 4 people.
No. Okay, yes. The person you need to follow, Chris, and maybe I can get into contact with her for you if you would like to, but she is on you now. Her name is Tricky. It's hyphen Tricky hyphen. Yeah, her. She's actually a mental health advocate, and I'm sure she would be more than happy to help you if you would like to talk to her. I mean, if you can't afford to go to a therapist, she might be your next best option.
I wish I could get on Dr. Phil. So, I've known nobody knowing I'm out here. Nobody, and I want, and maybe if I can get on Dr. Phil, he can make a deal. Chris, we'll get some serious psychological help, but in exchange, we'll get the stem cells, and then you can pursue your rapping on your own dime. Once you, that's all I want to be able to do. Be able to talk and speak like I used to without studying and being mistaken. If I've had people ask me, "Are you in drugs? Are you drunk?" That gets old after a long time.
I bet
people come to the broadcast. Are you high?
People want you to address the DJ situation again. Why is there drama? Well, we'll do this one more time. I'll let you answer this one more time for
okay. Now I know the reason he came into the broadcast hating him because he was signed with Badass Joy. But back then I thought he was just coming to my broadcast, seeing me for the first time, thinking having such a low opinion of me that he just felt the need to eat away at me, calling me a no good broadcast, no talent, old, and that's why I lashed out so harshly. He hit the trigger button, called me old, and he called me no talented for no reason. It's okay if you're gonna tell me I have no talent. Say it like this, Chris. I don't think you can rap, but I love you. Chris, you don't look good. You do look 40, but I love you. If you want cosmetic surgery to look younger, I support you whole. I wish you the best. If I find a cosmetic clinic that would do it, I'll get you in touch with them. But if people to take delight and say, ah ha ha, Chris, you're old, get over it. That just triggers me. That makes me mad. Just think about it right now.
You know, people come into my stream every single night. My fans can attest to this. I get asked if I'm gay every single night. They're like, oh, you're gay. I don't get upset over it. I just say, okay, whatever, cool. Like, I'm not gay, but whatever. And people call you old, block them, man. Who cares? They're only saying...
But does Brad Cupcakes and King Sullivan get people saying something like that?
Wait, what'd you say?
Do Brady Cupcakes, King Sullivan, Mama Liz have people saying caustic stuff like that to them?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. I know they do because I'm in their chats and I can see what's being typed. There are some nasty people, nasty trolls.
Have any guys called Mama Liz ugly or anything like that?
They've said some very nasty things to her because I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah, but have they attacked her looks?
Does that matter?
Yeah. I ever since I was 13 years old, I want to be attractive. So that's all 3 decades of wanting something so badly. I associate with this was my dream when my grandparents were alive, and I would life was so much better. So that if I give up this dream, in essence, I'm separating myself from the happier times of my life when my grandparents were alive, when my family was together, when I had faith, I had love, I had hope. If I give up that dream, I'm lost in a cruel, harsh, cold world that is today.
You know that looks are genetics, right? I mean, it's genetics.
Yeah, but
I'm ugly. I can't help it. But I gotta live with it.
You know, if I look like you, I wouldn't cry.
If you look like me, what?
I wouldn't cry. I'd be happy. You'd have no problem getting a date with a girl. Not that I want a date. I don't care. I want to be single. I want for girls to see me. One of the things they say, he looks good. He's cute. That's all I want.
I look good, bro. I've had.
Hey, yeah, girls, you look good.
I've been on 2 dates my whole life, Chris. 2. But I'm gonna be honest with you. The thing that makes you look ugly is the way you're coming off right now and attacking people. And saying these things on Twitter and attacking people on Twitter and making YouTube videos about other broadcasters threatening to take them down. That's what makes you look ugly, Chris. Your personality. The way you're going about things right now. It's your attitude. It's the way you're going about it, Chris. I think you're a funny guy. I think you're hilarious, man. I think you could make it out.
Fun, but am I a good rapper? Am I, seriously?
Honestly, I don't think you're bad. I think you could use some work. You're not the best, but I think that you could make it.
In the business.
But the way that you're going about it right now, you're never going to make it. You will never make it the way you're going about it in whining and complaining that because not everybody likes you. Your complaining is making things worse. When I didn't get partnered with you now, I threw a fit, and then I thought about it. I'm like, what is throwing a fit going to help? How is that going to help me get partnered? Sitting there whining and complaining on Twitter, how's that going to help you? No. It's not, is it? But keeping your mouth shut, keeping your head down, and focusing on what you want to get in life and what your goal is, that's what's going to get you partnered. Deleting all those tweets, apologizing to the people that you've offended on this app, and trying to redo a friendship, that's what's going to get you partnered. You being a positive influencer to people that come into your streams and they feel welcomed in there and not, I'm not going to say violated, but feel unwelcome, that's not going to help you, man. You got to welcome people. You got to be nice. You got to do your content. You got to do what you want to do. Don't go out and do illegal things and sit on cop cars and I heard that you cut your wrist too. I don't know if that's true on stream or cut yourself or something.
No. You know how serious about that. They'll ban you in a heartbeat if they think you're that way.
Anyways, everybody in here thinks that you're a funny person and that you can make it on this app. But the way you're going now is not going to cut it, man. That's why I wanted to do this interview with you. I wanted to see if maybe you would see our side of it in the people that actually do think that you're a good person, like inside. And like trying to change the way you're going about everything.
Yeah, see, I do.
Now, you saying it is one thing, Chris, but you actually doing it is another thing. I want to see those nasty tweets off your Twitter, honestly.
Okay, done.
Could you delete those?
Yeah, as soon as I get off there.
I don't know if DJ's gonna accept.
He didn't. I tried apologizing to him, and earlier he's like, he said a quote, "I hate Chris," unquote.
Then there's nothing you can do about it. You got to move on from the situation. Yeah. Just not bring him up. Don't attack him. Don't report him. Don't do any of that. Just you're gonna have to let it go. Maybe you can issue an apology to Canadian Dreams. I don't know if you're gonna be able to do that either because you've dug yourself in a hole. But you need to make it up to people. No more attacking. Do your stuff. Rap. Put that on YouTube. If you want to be a comedian, tell jokes. Put that on YouTube. Put that on you now. Do that.
I do that. I gave up on YouTube because I poured my heart and soul in the videos. I could never get more than 7 views, and I'm trying to that played on. I just gave up on YouTube.
You need to talk to other aspiring rappers and collaborate, and he doesn't need to apologize. Well, him saying that he wanted DJ to get cancer and die, that's something that you need to apologize for.
I've tried to collaborate with people. The only people I can get to collaborate with me are people who have to go to a laundromat, talk to me on the phone. People who hold up and tell me motel on Hollywood. The only thing I can give me is feel good theology, unconditional God's love, and unconditional rap. But nobody's giving me anything that's giving results. I'm looking for results.
Then work your ass off. Then work your ass off. Work your ass off.
I had somebody tell me that we were gonna put my song on iTunes, the Baby Pumps Her Face song. She's like, "Give me that song." I put it on iTunes. It's still not on iTunes. This person told me, I did not ask her. She told me, "Chris, I put that song on iTunes for you." And this was last summer. Here it is. Song's not on iTunes.
I know, and not everything's gonna go your way. But I want you guys to know that this is all up to Chris. I'm suggesting what I think he should do. Him doing it is a whole nother thing. He doesn't have to take my advice. He could say screw it and let's continue to do bad things and you're not going to get partnered. I'm just saying it this way. The way you're going about it, you're not going to get partnered because of the way you're acting. But if you change your ways, if you do things the right way, Chris, you can make it. I know you can. Just Ryan knows you can. Loki knows you can. We all know you can do it. It's up to you to want to do it. It's up to you.
I do.
All right. Well, then be the change. Be the person who you really want to be. Be the broadcaster you really want to be. And that's all I got to say.
Okay, thank you.
Does anybody else in the comments have any questions you want to ask him? Otherwise, I think that'll probably do it for this interview. But yeah, Chris, I want to thank you for coming on. I do greatly appreciate it. I know this has kind of been in the works for.
Sorry it took so long.
No. I'm totally cool with it. I think everybody else in the, everyone's a psychic when it comes to Chris. I'm giving my input silent, so I guess if that's what you want to call me, I guess. Are you a North Carolina fan or Duke all the way? Oh, why are you a North Carolina fan, Chris?
Because that team I chose to support when I was in 4th grade.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I couldn't play. I'd rather play sports than watch sports.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, same here.
If I could play sports like I used to, I'd love to.
Get some golf clubs.
I hate golf.
Oh, well.
Golf is the most boring sport. Especially you stand out there and get sunburnt, and when you get sunburnt, you get old. Golf is just so monotonous. Good golf. One more for golf. Monotony. Boring.
Only you now knows if or when they will partner Chris. Okay, well they won't with the way he's going, but I hope if he decides to keep going the way he is, I hope he proves me wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I personally don't think he'll get partnered with the way things are going. But I think that's gonna wrap up the interview. Chris, I want to thank you so much for coming on, and I hope that you do. I hope you say what you're gonna do, or I hope you do what you say you're going to do. Excuse me.
Okay.
But hey, this was a fantastic interview. I got respect for you, man. Everybody, make sure to fan him up.
Dude, it's mutual. Mutual.
What?
Mutual. I respect you too.
Yeah. I mean, I respect you, man, but like I said, there's just some things that we disagree on. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank you for coming on. I know you're going to be going live here in about, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, he's going to be going live in about 30 minutes. If you guys want to check him out, make sure to fan him. Chris, thank you again for coming on, and we all greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Talk to you later.
Yep, have a good one. All right, guys.